What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for another unboxing and review video. In today's video, I got the Deadpool 2-pack. Let's open it up, check it out. That's right, Deadpool and Negasonic Warhead 2-pack right there. If you saw in my hunt video, I actually was able to pick this up at GameStop. That was the first time I'd seen it, and I have been wanting this 2-pack since I started seeing it on the old interwebs. So, yeah, really cool right there. Check out the box. This is the main reason. I'm going to be transparent with you. The Deadpool figure is the main reason I wanted this, because from what I could tell and from what I've heard, this is one of the best Deadpools that they've done. Excuse me. And I'm a big fan of Negasonic, so I actually have her autograph on a pop. Very cool. But the back of the box, amazing art on the back of this box. But yeah, this is actually a really nice 2-pack that if you're an inbox collector, I mean, it displays very well. So it really does fit every single type of collector, whether you be inbox, out of box. But I'm taking it out of the box. All right, get this party started. That right there. Excuse me. Nice little back card. And you guys have heard me say this before. Keep these back cards, because you can make some really nice little diorama pieces, backdrops, out of a lot of these back cards that come with these action figures. But there we go. In the clamshell, it has an amazing amount of accessories. I mean, we've got weapons, we got hands, got effects, got a unicorn. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So I tell you what, let me get everything out of the box, and I'll flip the camera around, or I might keep it this way. I don't know yet, but we'll get to looking at these figures and checking them out. All right, so I decided to keep the camera this way. Excuse me. And I like you guys, us interacting. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. First and foremost, Deadpool comes with quite a few accessories. First and foremost, he does come with 3 extra pairs of hands. The hands that actually on the figure are more, the right hand is more of an open hand. We have a fist. We do have a corresponding left open hand and right fist. We also have 2 of the katana holding hands, and we also have 2 pistol hands. So he comes with more than enough hand accessories, which is great. He does come with a knife right there. The knife itself actually goes right here on his left shin right there. He does come with the classic katanas right there. I don't know. They actually look a little more curved to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just a weird little figment of my imagination, but they're not bad little katanas. They got some decent amount of detail on them. They will do the job for sure. They do have more of a rounded tip on them, which that's no big deal. Comes with his sheaths already on his back, so we all know where the katanas go. So let's go ahead and put those in place. Or I'm going to attempt to put those in place. Right there. Boom. Katana's in place. One of the coolest thing it comes with is his unicorn pony. Right there. The unicorn pony. I mean, come on, it's Deadpool. Got to have the unicorn pony, right? And he also comes with 2 pistols right here, which this leads to one of my, I'm not going to say gripes, but one of my don't understands. He actually has pistols, and I'm sort of jumping ahead a little bit because I think this is important. He already has pistols and holsters, and these pistols are fixed. However, I have seen to where people have actually gotten these pistols out. So what I'm going to attempt to do, not in this video, but another video, is actually attempt to remove these pistols. Hopefully, I can do it successfully. We're going to find out. But I've already know of a little tip, and I'm going to attempt it. But that's for another video. But I don't understand. He comes with pistols, and he's got pistols in his holsters. And these are two different pistols. The pistols in his holsters are different than these, which, okay, I'm not going to complain. It's more weapons. I just thought it was a little strange not to make empty holsters. That seems like that would have been an easier production thing, but I digress. The figure itself, I think, is amazing looking. I think the colors are great on it. It has more of a matte look to it. It's not glossy, which I am a big fan of. Lots of detail. We have, the red, the black, browns. It works very well. The textures on the uniform are great. You look at the belt right there, lots of detail on the belt, but you can see a lot of the textures in the actual uniform. The head sculpt, I mean, it's great. I understand now why everybody was going on about this being a really good Deadpool. But articulation-wise, I'm really hoping this thing has a lot of articulation. I'm really hoping. Head-wise, it does not appear that he can look up much. That is pretty much the limit. Looking down right there, we do have the standard, 360. It does have a slight left and right. Not a tremendous amount, but enough that you can get some expressions out of him, which is great. Arm-wise, he should have great articulation because there's literally nothing that blocks his shoulders. He does have a bicep swivel. His elbows. Oh, really? Oh, okay. There they go. Okay. We do have double jointed elbows. However, I'm noticing this elbow, it goes up great. His left arm, however, appears, there it goes. There we go. It was tight, so be careful. But I mean, check out that. I mean, that's almost full closure between the bicep and his forearm. That's outstanding. As far as his ab crunch, lower back, that's not bad. See what he can do for an ab crunch. Oh, yeah. He can get into almost a really good sit-up position, which that just makes things great. And there's his back. The katanas do hinder the back rotation because you can see how they bend, but that's no big deal. It does have this little shoulder strap right here, which it will move around, which I'm okay with that because his whole belt assembly is actually pretty loose as well. For his thighs, the pistols, I'm afraid, may come into play because this is about it because the belt rides up and that looks a little weird, as you can see. Then you drop the belt back down. So, I mean, you could get him in a nice little, karate kick right there. So that doesn't look bad. He should have thigh rotation. Yes, he does right there. And I will say this, I'm glad that there's not a strap right here going down to his holster because that lets you be able to do this really well. And I do like the fact that the holster itself is actually affixed to his thigh. That's a great little touch. As far as his knees, they're double jointed as well. So you should be able to get him in a really good running pose or anything like that. Have him chilling, right there, just chilling. I mean, that's a wicked looking little pose right there. I do wish maybe his hands, this open hand like this, it would have been cool to have like a thumbs up or a peace symbol. That would have been cool for like a pose like that. I don't know. That's just me. But I dig it. It is a very articulated figure, and it is definitely what everybody was saying. The hype about how awesome the figure is definitely there. So there's Deadpool right there. Negasonic, she doesn't. She comes with an extra set of hands, and it's basically the opposite of what's on the figure. You have like the same grasping style hand. It's almost identical, to be honest with you, with Deadpool's. It literally is identical to me. So it's more of a, like this, which is fine. And she comes with a fist. And she also comes with 2 arm effects, which I like these. These as well are more of a matte finish. They're not real glossy. So the coloring's great. Has some really good faded colors with the oranges and yellows. The translucency is just right. So, and it's a more softer rubber. So I really dig that. As far as the figure itself, it's a small figure. I mean, of course, she's a teenager, right? But again, the detail looks really, really good. The head sculpt is actually really good. I mean, that's not a bad head sculpt. I like the hair detail. That's amazing. The colors of her uniform are like Deadpool's. It's more of a matte finish, which I'm not a big fan, especially with black. I'm not a big fan of gloss, that shiny gloss. I like this matte finish right here. This to me actually looks better. As far as her, we do have a decent amount. She can look up pretty good. Head down, side to side, not bad. We do have the 360. She does have an earring right there. Nice little touch. The one thing I've noticed so far is getting her arms all the way flat. It's a little tight, and also this one elbow. There it went. There we go. We're getting it. But that's about it as far as her arms straight down, which again, that's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna move you over here, Deadpool. As far as her shoulders, right there, not bad. We do have, let's see, she's got little arms too. Well, that's the crazy part. That's about it as far as her elbow articulation. So it does appear to be just single joints, which for her size and the style of figure she is, I think that works out pretty good. She does have, let's see what she can do going back. That's not bad. That's okay. Going forward, can she get into a sit-up position? No, she cannot. So there is literally no ab forward. That's a little disappointing, but I'm okay with it. We do have ab rotation. We should not see any issues with the hips. Well, let's check them out and see. Honestly, that's it. That's it for the hip. So if we decided to put her in some kind of a karate kick pose, not near as good as Deadpool. Not near as good. So, okay. Like I said, I can live with it. Do have a thigh rotation. She's got double jointed knees. But again, even with the double joint, that's about it right there, which we can live with it. I'm okay with it so far. But yeah, Negasonic right there. Very cool figure. The face, everything looks great on it. So yeah, I'm fine with it, guys. But I tell you what, I'm going to mess around a little bit with both figures, pose them up a little bit, and we'll come back. I'll give you my final thoughts on these two figures. All right, so let's talk about my final thoughts. When I was thinking about posing Deadpool up, honestly, I just couldn't get over the unicorn, so I just got him holding the unicorn. I thought that was more than appropriate for him. Deadpool, 100%, 10 out of 10, no issues with him whatsoever. I do believe it is one of the best Deadpool action figures that we've seen. My only complaint is the pistols and the holsters. Why do that? That's my only complaint. But if I can successfully separate that pistol from both holsters, it's not that big of a deal. So definitely stay tuned for a video on doing that. Negasonic, I just basically got her with her effects. I chose to use the open hands for the effects, but you could use the fist. But I sort of like the open hands. It's a good figure. It's not a great figure, and from appearance wise, I think it's great. It has limitations with some of the articulation, especially in the legs. It would have been nice to be able to get the leg up higher, like Deadpool's, and be able to articulate it a little bit that way. I think that would give you some more freedom to create things. But color-wise, head sculpt, all of that, I love the figure. It is definitely, the 2-pack is definitely worth having, in my opinion. Plenty of accessories, plenty of detail. They're great figures. So I'm super stoked to finally have them in my collection. Can't wait to have some fun with Deadpool. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do much with Negasonic, but the Deadpool figure is definitely worth the 2-pack for sure. Negasonic's more of a bonus, but I'm happy with it. I definitely want to know in the comments if you have this 2-pack. I want you to let me know what you think about both figures. I'm just curious. I think it's cool, and I'm finally glad to have it in my collection. And that's all I can say about it. But definitely let me know in the comments what you think, and definitely let me know if you have this figure or this 2-pack, and also definitely let me know what you think about Deadpool and his articulation and the way he looks and everything. Do you think it's one of the best Deadpool figures out there? I personally think it is, but that's my personal thoughts. But guys, that's going to do it for this unboxing and review. If this is your first time on my channel, please make sure and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you got notifications turned on. That way you'll know when I drop videos. And always remember, toys refresh your soul, and I'll see you next time.